All right.
Okay, we're going to first start with the top one. This is your radiator reservoir for the coolant. Instead of putting into the radiator, you put it in here. You have a minimum, it has to be a minimum line here.
Right.
And usually when it's cold like this, it's midways.
Right.
When it's hot, it'll probably be up to here.
Okay.
So that gives you the range that the water circulates and goes back and forth.
And this just pops off right here, right?
Pops off up top.
Yeah.
Got a extension that goes down to suck the fluid out. So that's the radiator coolant.
Okay, so I've done that one before, okay.
Engine oil is here.
Right.
The dipstick that you pull out and check the oil.
And I want to wait until the engine's cold before I check it, right?
It's best to, you don't have to wait till it's cold. It's best, you do it when the engine is not running.
Okay, okay.
When it's hot, this gets hot because it goes right by the manifold, so it could be hot to the touch.
Okay.
This is where you put your oil back into the engine.
Okay.
Okay. Your brake fluid.
And I should stick with the 10W30 like it says on the cap?
That's what we recommend.
Okay.
That's what we put in is 10W30. This is your master cylinder reservoir.
See, now I've never done this. I don't know how to do this part.
This bale, we call it a bale.
Okay.
And this thing here just it's an extension for to make up the fluid. But this one's a little low, and I'll go get some fluid and top it off while you're here. This one's, it could be up a little higher, but about a ½ inch from the top is where you'd want it to be. We're going to leave this off because I'll get.
And there are different types of fluid for this, right?
Now, this is an 80 back in the 80s, so you've got the old standard brake fluid. It is not the synthetic that they're using today. It is not the.
So any non-synthetic brake fluid is going to be the same?
This is a non-synthetic vehicle.
Okay.
Yes. Oil, transmission, everything. This engine is not built.
Oh, so now I'll be honest. I have put synthetic oil in.
You shouldn't do that.
Okay. All right.
Synthetic oil has a cleaner in it. These engines weren't built. The gaskets and the material they used to build them were not built for synthetic oil. And then you start using it, it starts cleaning, and all of a sudden you start having oil leaks.
Okay, all right.
We put 10W30 non-synthetic straight back in it. We're going to reach, it's going to be hard to see, but your power steering fluid, it is down in this reservoir.
Let me take my backpack off so I can get closer to you, to where you're talking about. Okay. That little cap right there that's got the little grip around it?
A twist off, and it's got its own little indicator.
Kind of like the oil does.
Sort of like the oil, but just much shorter.
Okay.
And that is where you fill power steering, and that takes power steering fluid. So you have to use power steering fluid in that.
Are there different types of power steering fluid?
No.
Okay,
no,
just one type of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to have to pull the inside cover off to show you where the transmission.
Do I need to take these off?
I don't think so. I think we can get it off without the cord. There's tight. Okay. That one. This right here is your transmission dipstick.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This you check while it is running in park.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do not check it while it's dry. Do not put fluid in it while it's... You can check it while it's running, turn it off and add, but I always add while it's running because that way it circulates. It takes it a few minutes to circulate and get. You might have to check it 2 or 3 times, but that's the oil dipstick for the transmission indicator.
Where does the transmission fluid go in?
In the trans. Now that is a special transmission fluid as well.
That's nothing that I would do.
Not really.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
Unless you wanted to, to check it and you see, well, it was a quart low, you could add a quart of transmission fluid.
Where is that? No, where would you add? You would add it
Right
here.
there,
Oh,
right
you'd
there.
add it here. Okay. Now, what about the air filter? Should I be checking that aside from the oil changes, or?
Air filter should be checked once a year or about every 25,000, 30,000 miles.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a daily deal, a weekly or anything.
Is that something that you that when you do an oil change you check?
We do not.
Oh, okay. So
it's underneath here.
So I might be looking at a pretty dirty air filter there.
Well, let's find out.
Look.
Right here.
All right.
Just the top part will come off. Oh, okay, here it comes. And it looks really pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It's still got a good white color to it, not black and sooty.
Okay.
So that looks good.
Any other fluids or anything like that that's
No.
part of regular maintenance?
No, that is it. I mean, you do have rear end fluid, rear axle fluid, but that's something that a shop is going to have to do because
Right.
you have to. There. Is that right? I didn't clip mine. Come on, get up there.
All right. This